Good afternoon and welcome to the Humidor Report. Justin here from Beaumont's very own cigar club with another Roma Rarities themed Humidor Report. And what we mean by Roma Rarities is obviously Roma Craft and the rare stuff that comes from them. So if you're a Roma fan or one of the weasels that are out there, then you're probably familiar with the Craft series. Now the Craft series actually began back in 2013 as just kind of a one-off thing. I believe it was one of their original Catadors or their little multi-set packs that the original Craft release came in. Now that was 2013. Fast forward to 2018 is when the Craft finally made a return. Since then it's been an annual release, it's been a new cigar every year, but it's always been one thing, and that is limited. 1 year it was a store exclusive. 1 year it was limited to, I think, only 10 retailers nationwide were able to get any. But we've had a good relationship with Roma Craft, even in our Lake Charles store, back for a number of years. So we have gotten most of these, or at least probably every one that was available to us under whatever circumstances they were released at the time. Now, this year, we have the Craft 2021. This is a 2,000 box 10 count release. So there are only 2,000 10 count boxes of this cigar, and we got a few of them here to show you. Now this year's Craft 2021, it is actually two cigars that come in the box, and you can take a look and get a little look-see here on them. There's a little bit of glare, but you can see that they're the same general concept design-wise. This one here has an Ecuadorian Connecticut for the accent leaf, whereas this one here has that green Candela leaf. Now, both of them are the same blend, and the blend is actually based on Roma Craft's Neanderthal line. This has a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper on it. We've got an Indonesian Besuki binder, which is also the same thing you'll find on the Neanderthal. And the blend on this one is Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers. Now, I know one of the big differences between this and the Neanderthal blend is that the Neanderthal actually has some Pennsylvania double Ligero in that filler. And it's got a San Andreas wrapper. That's the two differences that I know of between this one and that orange band Neanderthal that we have on the shelf over here behind me. But again, it's a big, large double perfecto is what they call this. And it's the size that they've used for at least a couple of the different crafts. Some of the witch crafts, it's kind of been a variation on that Craft line, have had more of that real conical torpedo kind of shape to them. But this is a nice big pigtail twisted accented double perfecto is what we have this year. Like I said, previous years we've had varying sizes of releases. Some years have been bigger releases than others, but again this year we've got a 2,000 box release of this thing, and unfortunately it has taken so long for us to be able to get to this episode. We had just finished filming our last week's episode when these came in, so we have already sold through a few of these, and from what I understand, I think I've got some people that are coming to get the rest of them. So by the time this video airs, unfortunately, these are probably going to be gone. I'll make sure I write in the post if they're not, and I hate to do that. I hate to do a video on something and it not be here by the time the video airs, but this is one of those rarities that I at least wanted to get a chance to show you guys and talk about for a minute. They have some great packaging this year. So over the top of the 10 count box, you've got the little Roma logoed lid to seal that up, and this neat slide style box that they put together for this year's release. So it's a great presentation. Really, really nice job on this. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a close-up here if y'all want to get a good look at that. As that slides out. It is a little hard to get apart sometimes. There you can see the top of the box. And the handful that we've got left sitting in the box there. So this is, again, probably going to be gone by the time the video gets up, and I'm real sorry about that, but I do want to thank Skip and Mike and John and all the cats over at Roma Craft to make sure we get in on all these little goodies while we can. There should be some more releases coming. Roma has actually set up a calendar for this year for all their limited release stuff, so each month is broken down as to what's going to be available and what you can order. So even though we probably won't see more of these, there will be some other limited release Roma stuff coming up pretty much monthly through the rest of the calendar year. But again, check the post to see if we have any left. If we do, rush over here now and get what handful or few sticks that we have left. Otherwise, stay with us here on the Humidor Report and follow us on the Cigar Club SETX Facebook page. Any all-new, crafty, oddball, special, limited stuff that we get from Roma or anybody else out there, you will see it here first. So that's going to do it for this week's episode. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll be back with you next week with something new, special, and fancy here in the Cigar Club Southeast Texas Humidor in Beaumont on Wall Road. So thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time, and until then, we'll see you at the club.